Margaret River, a Western Australian wine region, regarded as one of the great wine-producing regions of the world. Wine lovers and tourists flock to this picturesque and pristine wine-growing region to experience breathtaking scenery, spectacular wildlife, and world-class gastronomic delights. Celestial Bay Wines is located in the southwest of Western Australia, close to the township of Margaret River and about 3 hours' drive from the capital city of Perth. Situated on undulating hills amongst towering jarrah and marri trees, Celestial Bay is a boutique family-owned and operated winery. It is the realisation of a dream for owners Mick and Kim O'Brien, who have a passion for creating great wines and are proud of their achievements.
I was brought up in agriculture north of Perth, in an area called Chittering, with parents' property, and we ran sheep and cows up there. So when I got married and we were living in the city, it was part of the condition that we wouldn't have smelly sheep and smelly cows, so a vineyard was a good compromise, and that's basically where it all started. Well, certainly there was no doubt in my mind that we were going to go anywhere else, Margaret River being probably the premium growing area in Western Australia, if not the world, for growing vines. It's been a huge effort right from the start. Certainly we started off as just grape growers to get out of the city on the weekends and grow grapes for other wineries. But when the vines matured and we saw the quality and the potential there, we thought we can't sell these grapes to other wineries, so we decided that we'll take another step into the winery. Celestial Bay is just about perfection, quality. We got the best viticultural manager, winemaker. I've got the best I could find. It's just a passion that we all share, and we're just enjoying what we're doing.
Celestial Bay's vineyards are ideally located in a Mediterranean climate with abundant winter rains and warm, dry summers. Sam Juniper is the vineyard manager and has overseen the development of the vineyards.
We're blessed, basically. We have a beautiful maritime climate, which tends to moderate extremes, I guess. Never gets too cold, never gets too hot. Blessed with a range of soils. There's a geographic fault that runs from cape to cape, and basically we get a lot of soils derived from granite, mungite soils, so there's a variety of soils. We have reasonably cool winters and very nice, cool, warm summers. They tend to be quite dry. Get very reliable rainfall, which is a bonus for grape growing. We can tend to match the soil to the variety of grape. Margaret River is renowned for its Cabernet Sauvignon. It tends to grow very well in the area, and it's a very easy variety to grow. In the whites, probably the Sauvignon Blanc and the Semillon are both well suited to the area, and there's a nice balance. The Semillon tends to have herbaceous characters, whereas the Sauvignon Blanc's nice and fruity, so you get that nice blend between the varieties. You have to understand that the soil is the most important resource you've got, basically. It's where the vines grow, so you've got to look after it. Minimum tillage. We're constantly soil moisture monitoring to schedule our irrigation. Basically, the vine's got to be in balance. So when you're setting your fruit load, you have that in mind, or don't expect the vine to carry too much fruit. The lighter the load, basically, the more intense flavours you get. In a nutshell, I guess it's quality over quantity. It's looking after the environment, making sure we're in balance with the environment, and attention to detail.
Celestial Bay's grapes are carefully harvested in the cool of the evening, and only the finest fruit is accepted in the winery. A veteran of over 20 vintages in Margaret River, Bernard Abbott is a winemaker with a reputation for exquisite wines of excellence.
It's very unique as a region. It was actually hand-picked by Professor Gladstone back in the 60s, and he picked the site because of the fantastic climate and the soils, likening to, once again, the Bordeaux region, and he thought this would make a very, very good place to grow grapes, and he was absolutely right. Having spent 20 years in the industry in Margaret River, I'd like to have a mix of traditional, the old world traditional, like how they make wines in Bordeaux in France and Germany, mixed with the new world technologies that we've certainly developed in Australia. With that I use the oak barrels to get the best characters, the complexity coming out in the wines, but also using stainless steel tanks and having very good hygiene standards to maximise the fruit flavour. The qualities I find, and having grown up in the Clare Valley and having seen a few wine regions of the world, is the elegance and the finesse of the Margaret River wines, and that's expressed in the varietal characters, the fruit varieties, which is very, very strong in the Margaret River wine styles. The hallmark of Celestial Bay wines here in Margaret River is, I think, approachability, and they're very good food wines. I think that's the most important thing. We have a variety of styles. We make a Cabernet Merlot and a Semillon Sauvignon Blanc, and also we have a Shiraz, a classic Australian Shiraz style, and the Chardonnay, which is sort of a cross between a Chablis and a Burgundian Chardonnay.
Celestial Bay's wines are keenly sought after, both in Australia and overseas. The team at Celestial Bay is focused on developing new markets globally and building on the winery's strong reputation in several countries. Celestial Bay regularly wins awards for its wines in Australia and internationally, and they are proud of their achievements.
The wine quality is fantastic, the vineyard's looking great, everybody's just enthusiastic, doing a tremendous job. We're just going to go from strength to strength.
I've been here since 1987, and the growth of the region is phenomenal, and that growth is because of the high quality of the grapes and hence the wines that are produced from the region.
The soil that we grow it in is the best, the climate, it all joined together just makes a tremendous wine. Wine making is a long-term thing, and you know, perhaps my grandchildren will benefit from the hard work that we're putting in now. I can just see Celestial Bay being a world-class label.